Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're gonna have a pretty good stream here, another good stream. I'm gonna let you guys check it out while I'm doing the stream in the background real quick. Hopefully, you guys can hear me perfectly fine. I'm trying to get situated here that everything should be perfect. I think it was. Hold on. That's my bad. I just found out. Music is a little loud here. Alright, can you guys hear me much better now? Had to turn down the music as you guys trickle in. Don't forget to like the stream. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. We're going to be talking about some things that have been happening on chain. From a lot of the conversations and memes, we're going to be talking about what happened with Banker, because what Banker did, people weren't too happy about it. And then we're also going to be talking about some of the top Robinhood altcoins out there. So there's going to be a lot to get into today, man. There's going to be a lot to get into. Give me 1 second here as you trickle in. Don't forget to like the stream. I see some of the comments already here, so just give me a second here. I'm just working this all out. I'm streaming on TikTok. This is a whole nother venue I have not streamed on here, so it's like setting up something very different. That is looking, I don't know. We'll see how it's going to operate here. We'll see how it's going to operate there. Let me see if it probably doesn't even let me go. No, it won't let me go here. So this is crazy. Apparently I do need, let me see. I don't need that. Cancel that. All right. This is annoying. All right, some of these comments here. Protect. Was good. It was good. What's up? Room Crusader. Green Bean. Let's go Chasers. Did I see the new Manta beta? Yes, I did. Also, do you think the hype of Robinhood would go away? No, I do not think it will go away. What the hell? So what the hell is that music? It's my music. Let's act like we not new here. I actually play music on every background. Hey guys, fan of the channel would like you guys thought on an RWA play I've been making really good gains on. Oh, NetNet. I seen NetNet. I actually seen NetNet not too long ago here. Actually, give me 1 second here. I just wanted to retweet this this thing here. But yes, I did see NetNet, and NetNet does look pretty good. I've seen people talking about it, making some gains. There's actually some decent plays all over the place, to be honest. I don't know if you guys seen a token called Prism. That has been going crazy with the V4 hooks. All of that has been pretty interesting, I must say. Yes. All right, we're pretty much all set now. Everything should be perfectly live. It's just that I'm kind of bummed out the fact that I couldn't go live on TikTok. Yeah. All right. Now we're locked in. We got everything all situated. One last comment here. I appreciate you guys bearing with what I'm doing here. Got mixed feelings about up. Seems sketchy to me. Can't decide. Yes, we can all talk about it. Because I understand the whole, market cap to FDV type thing. That's just something that's going to throw a lot of people off, which is, it's something to get used to, especially the way they have it all set up. It's pretty much emissions that's going to allow more tokens to get onto the market. But what they got the partnership with, we'll break some of the things down here. Let me just get into the intro here. You guys already know, if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below, or in the comment section right now. And if you guys are looking for a good group to join, you guys should be joining my Patreon group here. We get into these plays early, we discuss these plays early. You guys already know here. And also, just with the Patreon, you don't only get the group, you also get access to best crypto central intelligence I'm building as of right now, called the Altcoin Chasers HQ. You guys can watch the video here. It's all pinned on the Patreon. You guys can go check it out. It's also, if you guys don't want to sign up for the Patreon and get that 40% off, you guys can also test out the entire entire altcoin HQ for one day by just signing up on the website. And if you guys don't have a cold storage wallet yet, I use Tangem. It's my favorite wallet. I have 3. Actually, they sent me some personalized cards too, so I have 5 pretty much. So if you guys want to use Tangem, use code everything altcoin, save yourself 10%, and then you also get 50% off the second card as well. So they got a nice little deal going out. Go check them out, and let's see what we got going on here in the markets. What's trending on CT right now? Ansem is trending again. Kate is trending. Sets, I don't know what that is trending. Nothing too major outside of everything here. And we're looking at Bitcoin at 63. Let me refresh this real quick. 63. Yeah, 63K. I don't know why it keeps going to that white background. I hate it. And then looking back over here, pretty much we did break back down. I told you guys last live stream, I specifically told you guys this point of orange line here is a point of contention. We keep fighting over here, and this is the next, like, if we got above here, we'd get up to here, which would be resistance, of course, but we still haven't even got above this point of contention, which goes like way back, as you can see, back to 2024, and then it actually starts in 2021, as that was where the first top was when before we came down and went back up and set the 69K. So this has been a point of contention here. I'm still watching it. We don't know. We'll see how things will play out. I did look on the prediction market side of things, and we was slated to dip to 62K. I think we kind of got it, or we got close to 62.5. But yeah, so people are putting money on that we're going to dip to 62.5, and then where's the other one here? And then below 60 is like 50-50 right now. Below 60 is 50-50, and then a pump to 67 is a definite hell no, pretty much 76% or $70,000. So it's a lot to wait for when it comes down to this market here. Of course, I do believe that we're going to be range bound all the way up to like the end of the year, pretty much, before we might start moving back up. But this is good. We got enough time to honestly get into some of the plays that we do like. You guys should have a list, or you guys should be in that Patreon group. Well, in the HQ, I should say, because the watch list here will help you guys out, build out your watch list. As of right now, I'm changing the way Asai picks its watch list. I'm actually going to move Asai's watch list to Asai Alpha here. But yeah, all of here, you can look into what I like, the percentage I give it to it, things like that. This will help you guys navigate the bull market coming up. Top gainers and top losers here right now. We got Tibber. Actually, I seen a lot more people talking about Tibber on the timeline recently. Wellris is up here as well, 24%. Cow Protocol, I haven't even looked into Cow Protocol in a very long time, so seeing it up here. Knockchain is up here. Peril, Anthem, Black Bull, he's building something crazy here. And I actually think these guys are setting up another influencer token to actually get pumped. If you guys want to know about it, you guys probably should already be on X, basically seeing what they're setting up. It's this kid named Kimchi. He made like $40 million off of Trump coin. I think they are setting him up to be like the next, trade as of right now, because I keep looking at it and it's holding that price. But we'll see. Humanity Protocol up 25. Nillion up 18. What else we got here? Nothing too crazy. I don't see nothing too crazy here. Top losers. Nothing else as well. Let me see. Okay, I see some comments here. Do I still like Banker? We're going to talk about Banker. It's a tough decision we're going to have to talk about when it comes down to Banker. As you guys know, I do like Banker, but we're going to talk about what they got going on. How I feel about Vex. Vex is these micro caps. I tell you, it's all attention based for a little bit until we get into a bull market, when it's like a mania for these micro caps. These micro caps, you can position yourself now and get ready for the bull market, but in a bear market, don't expect too much. Like, if there's going to pump, I'm going to actually show you what the stockbrokers plays too, just to give you guys an idea. OVPP, I'll be honest, I don't know how my energy theory, I don't know how it's going to play out, or maybe I was way too early on energy, and we're going to have to see how energy is going to play out within the next year or two. But OVP, I actually did tell my guys in the Patreon, I cut it out. It's not in the portfolio right now. It may come back. It may come back. It may not. We're going to see. What's your top 3 coins on Robinhood you think could be top coins of Robinhood in the future? That's very easy, to be honest. if you're not putting stockbrokers up there, you're already missing out. That's number one. Number two, I believe is going to be up as the main DEX for the whole Robinhood ecosystem, and that partnership with stockbrokers solidifies it for me. Three is like a toss up right now. It could be a third. It could be a play from the stockbrokers eco. It can be index. It can be pawn or cash cat. Actually, matter of fact, the top three is going to be easy. Let's just say it like this: cash cat, stockbrokers, and up. That'll be the top three. You get access to the meme. You get access to, actually, a meme and a launchpad with cash cat. Stockbrokers, you get access to a new ecosystem that's building out for Robinhood, right? And a launchpad and all of that, DeFi, things like that. We're going to cover that. Up, pretty much you get the growth of Robinhood if they're able to take like 10% market share from Uniswap. It's going to get crazy. Jesse AI, yo, I've been tuning into some of your streams, man. I really like your streams out there. I got to get you on stream sometime, man. Got to get you on stream. Knowledge, hey bro, what up, man? What up? Continue on here. Let's continue on here. We did look at the top losers. I did want to look at Alpha Surge yesterday. Something happened to me, right? on the markets. I'm over here. I see a few people talking about this Robinhood office dog. So I go Google Robinhood office dog and they talk about Brody. I look up Brody. Brody is at like 1 million. I'm like, okay, I don't think this is it. Then someone posted Coco in the chat. They talking about this is the Robinhood office dog. I'm like, yo, it was staring at me in the alpha the whole time, and I really didn't even look into it at all. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. Pipe Dog is back up here. Delta actually has been pumping a little bit. Stockbrokers is up here as well. You guys already know. Wall recently launched yesterday. Flying Tesla Roadster. What the heck? Okay. Also, there's some changes I'm going to be putting up on here. Again, I'm actually conversating with some devs right now. They're actually giving me some tips on what to do to enhance the alpha, enhance the HQ as of right now, because they're liking it. I got some people testing it out right now. They loving it. Alpha launch is here. I don't see nothing too crazy for me to look into. What people rotating in and out of. So far people are selling. For the past 7 days, it's been 500, damn near 1 million in cash cat sold out. Damn near 500,000 stockbrokers sold out. Labs is up here. Actually, I wanted to talk about Labs for a while, but I'm still waiting for like this peptide trade to go crazy before I even make a video on it. I have everything I want to talk about. I just haven't made the video just yet. Pawns is up here. AI. This is what people are selling out of. People are getting into Avantis. I haven't talked about Avantis in a long time. Q Save. I don't even know what this is. Cards is making some moves with the money, and some people are stabling up here. People stabled up about $1 million off of some trades. Steve, what's up, Steve? Welcome. Where's Crypto J, aka Mo? Is that dude alive? No, he's still here. He's busy. You mean everything J, everything currency? And that's Jay. He's still here. He's just been a little busy. We're gonna see if we could get him on the next stream. GTA 6 barely started, so get in before the game comes out. You talking about the meme coin? I see a lot of people. I believe that meme coin is easy to take off. Actually, you might have a good point there. Let me look at it. Where is that right now? Let's see where it's at right now. Is it on Solana? GTA 6? Because I do know once that thing drops, once that game comes out, people will be shilling the token. Now, it's a few. Which one? It's probably, I'm sure it's this one. Let's see, which one is this one? Okay, so this one recently came out. I thought there was like another one too. That's the thing. There's going to be so many GTA 6 tokens. We don't know which one is going to really take off. Obviously, this one is 6K. It's probably the same one here. Yeah. We'll see how it's going to play. If you're positioned in this one, you did well. Exciting things is happening on chain for the first time in a year. If you are denigrating meme coins and new pairs, you're simply not paying attention. Honestly, this has been the best bear market I've ever been a part of, and it's seeing so many people on a timeline being excited of this and like testing out different things. It's exciting, but with that excitement comes a lot of different things, like this, the war, the launchpad wars, and then we also now have pump fund versus FOMO. This one right now is going to be pretty interesting because I do believe as the new people come into this space, right, as the new people start trading these meme coins and things like that, they're going to be getting like, notifications like this from FOMO. If they're signed up, you seeing, oh, you follow Frank D guys, you see he's doing pretty well for himself as a good trader, right? He gets in, you get this quick notification he bought in, right? Then not even too long ago, like not even a minute in between the two, he sells right out of it. This is going to be a crazy way to start wrecking people as they start to trade in here, because FOMO and pump fund, these like are where the new traders are, and that's something that we're going to be talking about in this live stream as well, because these traders are flipping in and out of altcoins, meme coins I should say, and some people get caught in the trap of an idea of like a meme coin going up, when some of these guys that could move these markets just based off of the money that they put in or their name. Once they get that notification, these guys are looking for like 2-3x's and they get out, right? While you're probably looking for a little bit more. And this is going to be the interesting part here. FOMO app at #1 in the App Store this coming cycle will be equivalent to Coinbase climbing the ranks to gauge retail sentiment. This is going to be true. We're going to see how bullish things get in the bull market once we see FOMO app, or probably even pump funds app, #1 in the retail store. That is going to be the new way to gauge where we're at in the market, and that is going to be so crazy. I'm scrolling on TikTok, I just see everyone making content on FOMO app talking about FOMO trades. They're on a dashboard just trading, right? They're on the dashboard just trading. We're about to enter the greatest on-chain bull run we've ever seen. Why? Because it's dumb simple for people to trade on chain right now, and that is true. Before 2021, you still had to learn RPCs. Even when Robinhood recently just came out, right? People didn't know how to trade on Robinhood the first day it came out because they didn't know how to put that RPC into their MetaMask wallet or to their Rabby wallet, anything like that. So that was like a one way for new people or people that are just lazy to get blocked, right? Now with FOMO integrating new chains, they delayed the Robinhood listing, but they got it on there. So with things like FOMO, pump fund, mainly FOMO. Let's just talk about FOMO, because FOMO puts all the chains on that one app and you could pay for it with your Apple Pay, right? So this is going to be pretty easy. People are going to be trading in and out of altcoins. I want to see how much retail is going to definitely come into this space through FOMO, and what does that do for our bags, if they are getting into our bags or just trading meme coins. I do see most of them are really trading meme coins, right? And I'm seeing the topic of it being, 2021 was the easiest bull cycle by far. I want to know if you guys think 2021 was easy of a cycle, if you guys was a part of it. I've been here since 2016, so I want to know what you guys think. Let me see. The meme, yeah. I think I just covered that one. I think I just brought it up. Busy with what? He's working for McDonald's. Nah, he's probably just doing his thing for Saturday, man. It's a Saturday. Who is CGJ? Who is that? Heavy into this. Who is that? I had Coco at 20K. Damn, you sold it in. Ooh. Yeah, nah. So Coco ran. It ran. I missed out on it. Up partnered with Stockbroker. So does that mean if either of the projects mess up and went to the gutter, then the other project will follow? That's a good question. It's actually a pretty good question. People may see it like that, but outside of that, I don't really think so, just because Up is going to be doing a lot more than just, facilitating liquidity for stockbrokers. They're going to be doing RWA type things. They're going to be a standalone DEX themselves, so you could just swap in and out of Up on, just the way you trade on Aerodrome and things like that. You're going to be doing that on Up. So it's not directly correlated, but of course it's going to get like the way crypto is, people are going to definitely, give them that side eye. So yeah, they're definitely going to give them that side eye. yeah, not crypto in 2021 actually was very easy, in my opinion. This was during the time where you could just throw anything, you could throw any amount of money at any coin you wanted, and there's a likelihood, like a 9 out of 10 time that that thing is just going to pump. I do believe that is the case. The trading game has changed. It's not buy plus hold culture. You have to trade in and out. It's very much social meta game you have to be aware of and play, similar to poker. Now, when they say this, it is true to a certain extent, but it depends on what side of crypto you're in, right? If you're in the whole meme side of things, then yes, it is a quick trade in and out, which is why you get this quick notification here. Where is it at? Which is why you get this quick notification here from Frank D guys buying at, like, 85K market cap and then selling at 188K market cap to make $500. These guys aren't playing by, they have their own rules. They getting in and out, they flipping as they should, because we don't know which of these altcoins are actually going to stay around and things like that, right? But if you're in the side where you're looking for a long-term investment, well, not long-term, but bull market, you want to position yourself into something that hasn't pumped, like Peak, Virtuals, stockbrokers did pump, but let's say it's going to continue to pump, right? If you have your conviction there, those are the type of plays you're going to want to invest into. I should say infrastructure plays a little bit better of a word to say which ones you should want to invest into, because in the meme game, you're going to be wanting to flip in and out, while in the infrastructure game, you want to hold for the upside of, of them potentially getting to, about $1 billion, $5 billion, whatever it may be, right? So to me, it just depends on where you're at. Again, this is like the topic I'm seeing right now throughout the whole crypto Twitter. This comes off of, basically thread guys saying the OGs, the crypto OGs, quote unquote OGs, were trading against plumbers. They're trying to make it equivalent to the way people look at basketball right now today, talking about how Michael Jordan was playing against plumbers back in the day, while LeBron is playing against, like, the best of the best, things like that. So this is what they're doing as of right now, which there is some validity to it, because now you don't have that same altcoin season that you had back in 2021. 2021 was so easy where, like I said, you could really just invest it into anything and probably get like a 10, 20, 50x when the bull market come around, right? Because a rising tide rises all things, whatever that saying is, right? But now during this previous cycle, people seen it and people witnessed it a lot more, where essentially you had to be in the right narratives, the right coins to actually experience that altcoin season, where most people felt like they missed out on altcoin season, which is what it's hard to do. All you had to do was position yourself in the AI play, AI agents, things like that. You had many ways to experience this altcoin season. Even in memes, they had their meme cycle, right? RWAs had a little bit of thing going on. Prediction markets had a little bit going on. So all you have to do is just move with the way the narratives are just moving. You see things get hot. Like right now, we're in a bear market, but you're kind of seeing it, right? Robinhood was hot, right? It still is hot, right? But while Robinhood is hot, there was a little narrative where you had the V4 hooks, right? Then it's launch pads, right? And that same thing as well. So you can see there's a lot of little narratives that you can trade in and out of to make your bear market experience a lot better, right? It's just the game that we're in as of right now. And the funny thing is about all of this is we have been talking about this on this channel for quite some time. We've been telling you guys there's been an altcoin season. The altcoin season just isn't the same way you've seen it, especially with the amount of coins that's out there now, right? Let me look at some. Damn, Crypto John. He's Crypto God John. He's still around. I actually haven't seen nothing from him or Alex Becker in a long time. I'm not surprised he's actually pushing. He's pushing, what's the name? He's pushing GTA 6. What set Arrow apart was they got an investment from Coinbase. I absolutely agree there. That's what made it easy, right? For up, we're going to look. We're going to find out. It's very early as of right now. You can go on to Dex Screener. Right, let's go on to Dex Screener. You go on to Dex Screener, right? You go on to Robinhood chain here. You see all these dexes up here. You see all of these dexes up here. This is how early base days was looking pretty much, right? So now you go into Uniswap, you see the 24-hour volume is 300 million. And I think they put it in order too. 24-hour volume right now is about 11. This is going to increase with the success of stockbrokers and the partnership with stockbrokers as well. Sushi Swap, no one's really using Sushi, right? When you trade it on Robinhood right now, it's through Uni, it's through Up. And if you're doing it through Deck Screener, you're getting routed through Matcha, right? Who the fuck knows about Giga? What is this? They not even, like, no one's trading there. No one's trading here. Like this right here, that's a meme coin. Yeah. We get it to the point where these aren't even in discussion right now, right? So it's easy to see which one is just going to be the main DEX on Robinhood. It's like reason I don't consider Uni as like the main DEX or whatever is because it's a universal DEX. It's on every EVM, right? Every chain has a standalone DEX that actually, takes a little bit of market share from Uniswap. AVAX had Trader Joe. Trader Joe was fighting with Pangolin at one point in time. That was like 2021, right? So Solana, they had Radium back in the day. I think it was just Radium, honestly. And then Jupiter is just like, they route through the best pools or whatever. Base early days, when you went on to Base early days, this whole thing had other things up here, right? It had other dexes up here. Now you see Hydrex up here. You see Arrow. Remember, you guys were shilling that other dex that wanted to be, what was it, like Alien Base? Did you guys remember Alien Base? Right? What happened to Alien Base? Right? What happened to these guys? Yeah, not a single peep out of this. Right? You got Hydrex up here as well now. Look. So yeah. So right now, to be honest with you, Robinhood, it's very simple. Sushi and Uniswap, they don't really count. Up got the partnership that we're all looking for. That's what Uniswap tried to do with PANDA. No. Uniswap did their own thing and, got their own launchpad. If they would have partnered with Pawns, it would have been much better. Sushi is trying to do something here, and they partnered with Banker to have their own launchpad. So they're seeing the vision. Up did another thing and partnered with stockbrokers, and now they got access to the hottest like ecosystem on Robinhood. Imagine if Virtuals partnered with Arrow. That's just the easiest way to think about it. Before Arrow got the investment from Coinbase, it would have been Up and stuck for Arrow before that. Arrow has institutional interest and Up not. Yeah, it's early, guys. The comparison is just to show it's similar, not to say it's the exact thing one-to-one, right? It's not to say it's Arrow and Up is the same exact thing. Like, one is it's tomato, right? They're in the same vein. You can see the similarities there, but doesn't mean that Up is going to go through the same exact trajectory that Arrow did, or you get what I'm saying there. It's early. We're not even 2 months, full 2 months into the Robinhood ecosystem. We're not going to have any institutional interest on no coins on Robinhood right now. Let this life cycle play out. Let Base is like 2 years old. Let Robinhood get to at least 1.5. Let's figure it out there. Let's see within the year and two, see how Robinhood looks instead of just trying to judge it right now. Right now, this is the time you should be looking to plant your seeds, right, in Robinhood. If you think Robinhood is going to be pretty good in a bull market, you're going to see. I'm saying that, I'm telling you guys this from experience too. When I got into Base, not a single soul was talking about Base until Base really started to take off. Base took off because, the bull market really took off, but then also because Virtuals had everyone trading on Base, right? So give it some time, guys. Give it some time. Big E, yeah, and MAGA, make aliens great again. Wasn't that supposed to be like a trade for when people was going to talk about aliens back in the day or something? Like, not back in the day, like a few months ago or something. Well, Arrow already failed. No, why? What makes you think Arrow failed? Please explain to me what makes you think Arrow failed when we're looking at volume here. They're over here 209, Uniswap 56 billion. Okay, it's not a failure, but They're still here, still trucking along. I actually didn't even see Pancake Swap was up here. Pancake Swap. Would you call Pancake Swap? Would you say Pancake Swaps have failed? No, I don't think so. I actually don't think so. Right? You gotta let Arrow just be Arrow for right now. Right? The difference between previous cycles and this cycle is simple: the rate of token creation. If there's a pool of capital and there's a couple of hundred tokens, the average lifespan and ceiling for the average token is higher. This is the key. This is what we said last year, right? You guys, I think we brought it up on Coin Market Cap here. Could I get, let me see if I could get to it again. Oh yeah, it's like right here, the number of cryptocurrencies, right? This is something that I brought up. We brought this up on stream, like all total tracked. Yo, look at this. 2020, you had damn near 20,000 tokens, guys. Crypto. This is when it started to take off here. 2021 started to take off, but it's still manageable here. We could do with this. By 2024, we got pump fund, we got virtuals, we just got like the way to make cryptocurrencies on chain has gotten so easy that we just got an explosion of new coins on chain, right? So it's just like, come on now. That's what makes the cycles are very different. That's why I also keep telling you guys, we're not going to see another Dogecoin in terms of a meme coin, right? When Dogecoin took off, it was primarily like only 5 meme coins that people were really talking about, and they were really ready to hold on to that. They were really ready to hold on to Dogecoin. I'm gonna also show you. Let me see if I could get to it real quick before this guy here, Sheeb, the trader who invested $11,000 in Shiba, who held his bag, was worth $8 billion. Still holds $433 million worth of Sheeb. He just started transferring some out to 2 exchanges here. We're not going to have nobody holding. Like, this is a well that held Sheeb and held a floor for Sheeb to keep pumping a little bit higher, right? At this point in time, we're not going to get nobody doing this in this like meme cycle. And you can see it here. People are wanting to flip in and out of altcoins. Again, playing right back into what I told you guys, like every stream. When you guys bring me a meme and I see it over like 1 million or 2 million market cap, I know the people that is trading in this space right now. That is not going to hold up for too long. And if it does hold up, there's a coordinated thing going on there, right? We're not going to see another altcoin go from like 1 million to 10 billion if it's not something coordinated. Cash Cat, you can exclude Cash Cat from all of that. Cash Cat is coordinated by some people close to Robinhood. I'm telling you that right now. So we're not going to be seeing all of that. Let me see some more of these comments here. He meant Arrow. He meant Arrow to fail. It was a bundle. Oh, Arrow. Okay, I wasn't looking at Arrow. Trading styles have changed a lot. People are rotating every 5 minutes. Yes, you get it. Everyone is trading in and out quickly. When especially if you're in memes, this is I'm going to feel bad for a lot of the new traders coming in for this next bull market here, right? Because they're going to think everything is so peachy and keen, like peachy and cream, right? When it's not. These guys are going to start trading on FOMO. They're going to be looking at these meme coins. The meme coins sound good. Like, the whole story of Rag the Riches turning $10 into $100,000. That shit sound amazing, right? It shit sounds amazing, but it's very few times that actually happens, right? You have to get lucky. You have to know some people that's ready to push these meme coins to new heights. That's just not going to happen every day. He couldn't cash out that Sheeb because of no liquidity. That's also very true there. That's also very true. Let me see where the Sheeb liquidity is. He had way too much in Sheeb. That's also another key thing there. The liquidity aspect. So that's a good point right there. I don't know if we're going to be able to see Sheeb up here. How much liquidity in the token does that have? Because that's also another huge factor into how successful some of these altcoins could be and how much they crash too when they get sold. It's probably not going to show me up here, right? Okay, let me see. Does CoinGecko show the liquidity? Let me see. The CoinGecko will show it. It doesn't. So let me just copy and paste from here. Let me just copy and paste from here. Okay, this thing's still pumping. Nice little candle there. I'm gonna keep that there. We're gonna watch GTA 6 this whole stream here. We're gonna come back to it a few times. This can't be the. Oh, this is post chain one. I got 30K in liquidity. I was about to say, hold up. That's the post chain one. There we go. 2.2 million in liquidity. Yeah, so he can't really fully sell out. He can't fully sell out. Yeah, so that's a good point there. Very good take there. Very good take. Not enough liquidity. Do you think virtual protocol will lag a lot because stockbrokers is getting all the attention? That's also another good question. Y'all coming with some heavy hitting questions today. Virtual protocol, I think, has separated itself from the attention. I think people are going to look at virtual protocol for something else, and that's probably going to be with robotics. I think as physical AI becomes a more of a big narrative in crypto, people are going to start to pay attention to what virtual protocol is doing, because they are actually building within the whole physical AI space. Now, 1 second here. Let me properly pull this up here. I still got this picture here. I saved this. We should make one of what's his guy name now? The new guy. Yeah. So Virtuals is actually diving deeper into physical AI, robotics. So these guys, it's gonna be another leg up when these guys, like when the whole robotics narrative comes out. I think these guys are going to be more attached to robotics than they were before, especially the Launchpad. I'm not going to even lie to you. Their Launchpad, not too many people are really excited for everything. I listened into Dom. I think I listened into his live stream talking about the plays that's in this ecosystem. To be honest, they lost some of the luster that they had before. Of course, they shilled some altcoins like Bleep, and some other ones. Wiz, you can see it's still up here. And then they recently had a launch called Halo. This came out at a very high market cap, FDV 47. Fabric Protocol still up here. Rabita Tibber, I should say, is up here. So yeah, I think they're going to be associated with something different. I don't know if their Launchpad is going to have something so exciting anymore, unless it's something, I don't know. They just got to bring something back. But yeah, we covered most of the new supply and things like that. New tokenomics and the difference of 2021 and like now. So yeah, where are we now? Yeah, I do feel like meme coins are becoming more of the forefront. Hold on, before what's your prediction on Cash Cat price? I'm thinking at least $1 Cash Cat. I know some of you guys, it's hard for some of you guys, man. $1 Cash Cat. Entire supply is out. Okay, hold on. Let me see what $1 Cash Cat looks like in terms of market cap. I have not gone to the coin perspective in so long. God damn. Cash Cat, $1 Cash Cat. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that's doable. All right, that's doable. I could see that. About $1 billion market cap. This was we all got pretty much Cash Cat as like the first $1 billion altcoin on Robinhood, potential $1 billion altcoin on Robinhood. So yeah, that's doable. I agree with you there, man. I agree with you there. 2.2 million is the liquidity on DEX. There's a lot more liquidity on centralized exchanges that DEX Arena don't show. Good point there as well. Most of the virtual projects on Robinhood all rugged. Which ones was you looking at? Hand did rug. Yes, that one did rug. It definitely did rug. GTA 6 is a buy and wait for release. We can see how that is going to play out. Saw Kazi Shelling bleep, then dump 50% right away. What do you think about Avantis? Avantis depends on if excitement is going to be coming back over to base. That's it's honestly the truth there. That the same thing goes for Arrow. A lot of these like infrastructure or like DeFi type plays on base depends on the excitement that comes back onto base because they're not multi-chain. I don't know what people are going to start to trade onto Avantis over like Hyperliquid, Lighter, all of these. This is the perp decks. Perp decks like war is tough. All right, so we're gonna have to see how that is gonna play out. 1 billion, yeah, it's 1 billion, yeah. We're gonna see how that is gonna play out, man. The money will flow back into base eventually. I also agree with that. I agree with that. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Right now, everyone is excited about Robinhood, me included, because it's just a lot of things that's going on here. And this is where a lot of the liquidity is too, to be honest, right? We talked a little bit about the memes. I do want to get into how crypto is changing right now. I have told you guys this multiple times. I do believe as crypto becomes a legitimate asset class, the way we look at these altcoins is going to definitely change, right? Bitwise CIO Matt pretty much says crypto is entering a revenue-driven era with protocols like Hyperliquid, Uniswap, and Aave funneling revenue into buyback and burns. He argues token prices haven't caught up with that shift yet. Now, I've been talking about this for a little bit of time. I've been saying that going into the next bull market or a little bit after that, the way we start to look at some of these altcoins is going to be based off of the metrics. Because if we're going to have more institutional investors in here, they're not just going to be, investing into an altcoin based off of a white paper, based off of a roadmap. Nah, that's what we was doing. They're going to be looking at pretty much how much revenue are you bringing in? What's your user base looking like? What is like your next 2 to 5 year time frame for how you're going to increase those growth metrics for these altcoins? These are the conversations that these institutions are going to be having with Pump, Hype, Lighter, Venice, all of them. This is why I actually am very bullish on Venice, right? Venice just cracked like 4 million users on their platform, and most of them don't even know that they're using crypto, or the Venice is a crypto platform or whatever, or closely tied to crypto, right? And their usage of the Venice platform actually burns the crypto token. So it's crazy to see how things is going to play out. We're going to see more of this topic start to come up a little bit more. I think this is just the start of it here. As someone starts to bring it up, most people start to realize. You can see how many people seen this. You can see how many people favorite this. You forgot the best example here, as Venice here. Everyone is going to be giving their take here. What does institutional crowd think of Pump? Like, you can see it here. Everyone is going to start to look into these metrics here. This is just going to be key as crypto starts to mature a little bit more. Remember, we were in the early stages of crypto betting on roadmaps, white papers. You guys remember when a crypto came out and they dropped their white paper and you had other people look into it, because we wasn't looking into it. We wasn't reading 100 pages. They'll look into it. They give us what they give us on X or whatever, and we go bet on it. That's the wild west, man. We're watching crypto evolve in real time, guys. Like, in real time. None of us have been a part of something like this, and we're watching it happen right now. Every major Web2 fintech company is either already integrating crypto, building crypto features, acquiring crypto companies. Stripe brought Bridge for $1.1 billion. PayPal launched PayYUSD. Visa is settling stablecoin transactions. These aren't distractions, these are validation signals. Crypto does not need to replace Web2 fintech, it just needs to flow through it. we watching this thing happen in real time, man. I'm actually excited because I've really been in crypto for like I said, since we was betting on roadmaps and white paper. And we're getting to the point where we're going to be seeing traditional companies probably buy out some of these crypto companies, right? We're seeing crypto pages, crypto podcasts also getting bought out. It's crazy right now. But let me see some of the questions before we get into the next part of the stream here. Let's get into the next part of the stream. Bauer, Han Vim did not rug pull. Milo, but except Vex, all of them rugged. I do want to know what's your definition of rug pull though. I think that's the key thing when people say something rugged and don't know the true definition of a rug pull. So before I even say anything, I do want to know what is your definition of a rug, because of that list, I think only let me see. Let's go pull these up real quick. Let's go pull these up. You're playing with microcaps, so it's going to be easier to just say a rug pulled. This hasn't really rug pulled, but I can see why you would want to say a rug pull. But you can still see the liquidity there and things like that. But I can see why you would say it. I also saw them in like a Twitter space earlier. Are they still there? No. They had a Twitter space earlier, so I think they're still building. Yeah, they had one earlier. They're still building, so it's not a rug pull. It just people aren't trading it. What's the other one? I do know rug pull. Bauer, I think that did rug pull. If I'm not, I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's dead. What is it? Kovacs? Damn, I did not play Kovacs. Maybe I got too many tabs open today. I probably do got too many tabs open today. Oh, that's because I got the other software open too. That's it? Kovacs? No, there's no token for it. Let me close this window here. Let me close this out. Boom. That should move. That should move a little bit faster for us. What do you think will do well in the long term? In the long term, Base or Robinhood? I think they both is going to be around. They both have the opportunity to do well. Again, Base is more focused on agentic things, which is why I keep saying Base is the agentic chain. Well, they just now shifted their focus onto agentic things, because before they try to do that social-fi nonsense. They haven't really found it. They didn't know what their moat was, even though it was sitting right in front of them, which was virtuals and the whole AI agent and things like that. So now they saw it. I think they're going to be around. You're going to see excitement come back when AI agents and AI is a thing. Robinhood, it's going to be tokenized everything. Robinhood is going to be more so closely in competition, I believe, with Solana than most people realize. Because Solana is that like chain for everything. It's the chain for RWAs, chain for AI, chain for memes. All of that is being attacked right now by Robinhood. I'm a few minutes behind the live stream, but I've heard it somewhere that the average hold time for a meme coin is about 30 seconds. That might be an exaggeration, but sure feels like it. It's not an exaggeration. It's damn near close. It's like, let me go back to this. Because this is like I have FOMO, I use the app, right? I really don't trade on it, but I use it to see what people are trading, right? I get notifications from like some of the big traders in this space, like on a daily, on a hourly, and I just see how much time they're trading into some of these altcoins. Most of them, especially when it comes down to a meme coin, they hold a coin less than a day. If it's a meme coin, it's like a 5-minute trade unless they might got some news. Remember, crypto, you're messing with people that have bundled, that are part of group chats. Even on FOMO right now, they got a section called clans. Clans is basically the group chats that was happening on Discord, Telegram. You had to get an invite. You got to now get that invite on FOMO. So now that means there's going to be more action, more coordinated pumps. If you're not in and out, you're fucked. That's just, you're the exit liquidity. They're probably going to push it, because remember, they all got certain goals. Whoever is running this probably has a goal. They're like, oh yeah, we're going to run it up to like 10 million. Once it hits 10 million, they probably give the traders in their rules, because I told you guys, when I went to Argentina, right? I went to Buenos Aires. I went to like one of these like Solana offices that they had there. I was talking, yeah, so I kind of doxed myself, yes. So I kind of was talking to one of these guys in there. They was like, yeah, you got to get into the group chat, but once you're in the group chat or whatever, they tell you certain things that you can and cannot do with the meme coins, right? So that means you can't like OD sell a bunch of, like if you're in 10K profit, you can't sell your entire 10K bag. You got to sell it slowly. Mind you, on FOMO, you guys don't see their main wallets. You're just seeing that app's wallet, right? These guys could have 5 other wallets attached to that token. And it's going to get crazy when you guys start trading these meme coins in this bull market. Just watch, man. Just watch. Just watch. Also, Hyperion. I actually didn't even see Hyperion, to be honest with you. I missed Jay Shilling Tao out of nowhere in the stream. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. Rug is selling all of their coins and slowly disappearing. Okay, I could take that. I could take that. Trade the same coin at the same time, both on FOMO and Pump. And FOMO had higher slippage and 10% compared to Pump. Ooh, as the fees is also going to be another issue when it comes down to trading in and out of these altcoins, especially if you're going to be trading with a small bag. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing there. Where are we? No, did I go to Robinhood? Where is I? Hold on. Oh, okay. Let's send this all the way back here, because now we're gonna talk about Banker, man. I had a perfect thesis for them. Actually, we're gonna see how it's gonna play out. I told my guys in the Discord. Right now it's gonna get crazy, right? We're gonna see how they address things. I said, all right, let's give it like a week. Let's see how this rolls over and see. If you guys don't know, right now, this dropped from Banker right about here, 31 million, to like right here to like 23 million. Pretty much, Deployer put out this tweet here. Deployer put out this tweet. Some people are asking Deployer, why a new token, new protocol, new token? All right, we're building this in collaboration with Sushi. Pretty much, essentially, what they were doing with Sushi Swap, they have a whole new launchpad, right? I predicted that they was not going to have a token, that they was just going to follow the route, that they was just going to follow the route of Uniswap, because Uniswap already has a whole nother token. They have their main token, the Uni token, and I thought that they was going to kind of like merge BankerBot into the whole new launchpad that they got going on. That's what I thought, right? So I wasn't really thinking of another token, a new token or anything like that. I'm just like, okay, this could be good for Banker, right? So once he announced this, that whole Banker community, I'm in their Discord because I'm a Banker NFT holder, or not NFT member. I'm a member, so I'm in their little club or whatever. So I started looking into it. I'm like, people aren't happy about this right now. I wake up, I go to sleep, I wake up, I see it drops. Now you starting to see posts like, wait, so Launchpad founder just launched another Launchpad and said he'll launch another token for that Launchpad on Robinhood chain, right? So it has people thinking like, yo, is this just a cash grab because Robinhood is hot? So you want to get your fees, you want to do all of this because everyone knows the Launchpad game is the most lucrative thing in crypto, especially if you become successful. And if you're going to be successful in the Launchpad game for Robinhood, you're probably going to make a shit ton of money, right? If you guys don't know, most of Robinhood's like transactions is coming through FOMO. It's coming through FOMO. That means the degens, the retails, is going to be trading on FOMO for the Robinhood chain, right? They see this. They're like, oh yeah, this is going to make us a lot of money. So obviously he comes out, he says Banker and Pools are two separate products that serve different types of people. Happy to answer any questions, but it might serve two different types of people because I called Banker the agentic, the agentic interface and things like that. So one may try to serve more of AI agents while the other is for devs, human devs or whatever, but people don't want you splitting into different coins, into different ecosystems. This is why I also had an issue with, if you guys don't know, back in the day there was tokens that had dual token models. They'll have one token to do governance or whatever that everyone would bet on, then they have another token that would do something else. I don't know, right? Even Venice right now has it going on with Venice token, and then they have the DM token, but that for me is like an exception because they clearly say what the DM token is for. The DM token is for like AI agents to hold the DM token. to get the inference, right? And Venice is for something else, right? And they want to burn all of the Venice token because it's a liability to their company, right? So that's like the one thing I'm like, damn, man, why you gotta have two coins? Like, why you gotta be associated with two launch pads? Just focus on one. We're not even like we seen the excitement that people had when, you know, things got nice for Banker. We got it up to 100 million, close to 100 million on the second one, while this on the first run I think it went well above 100 million. So like we could continue to build out on here. I'm like, I was very bullish on Banker. You guys know every live stream I was telling you guys about my agent that is plugged into Banker, that is trading on prediction markets, right? And that's where my, you know, my whole thesis of Banker becoming the agentic interface for AI agents came from, is me using Banker and understanding what Banker was pretty much doing. But now I don't know, right? I'm still going to give them that week. They got next week. They got next week to, because I know next week they're going to launch that the sushi launchpad, right? It's going to have a token, and I even told the guys it's probably going to cook, because depending on what market cap that comes out at right now, it's probably going to cook, right? If we get at a good price, it's probably going to cook. Especially looking at what happened with Pawns recently. I think Pawns took like a little dump. Here from 50, damn near 50%. It was like it was 30 million. Nah, I swear this thing was like a 50 million. Oh, okay, the FDV probably. Yeah, I seen FDV. So it's come down a little bit, and still the race on Robinhood for the launch pads is still heating up. People are still fighting. People are still trying to figure out what's going on there. So it's like, I get it. There's an opportunity here, and you can potentially win out. But why not just keep building out what we got going on before? So I'm about to look at what you guys got going on, man. What you guys think about this? Because it's crazy. It's honestly crazy. Let me look at some of the comments. What do I think about butt token? I'm not associated with anything but. Nah, I'm joking. But butt coin. Did that come from, like, Stonk? I actually got a video coming out on this one. Is this one are you talking about? Are you talking about this one? Let me know, Joe. Let me know what you're talking about here. If you're talking about this one, let me know. Excuse me. Virtuals keeps promoting Vex. You think they will crime Vex on Robinhood? I don't think they're the one that's going to be criming it. It's going to be people really trading it, right? We can wait to see if Kazi talks about it. I don't know. I'm not in their group chats. I'm in, like, I think one virtual alpha group that I just watch and listen just to see what they're talking about. I'm not in Kazi's joint. I'm not in 100x Darren joint. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Banker fucked up. Yeah, they messed up, man. They messed up. They definitely messed up. If Deployer finds a way to bring that value back to Banker, it will be worth it. Actually, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo, we could give it like a week, figure it out. Let's see if they are able to you know, give us some good news or something. Like, bounce back, right? Bounce back. Banker fucked up. Yeah, seems like everybody is pretty much in the same thing. First time catching the stream. You're Casper Miss. What up? What's your PFP there? I don't know what character that one is. Let me know what character that one is. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Do I hold a stockbroker NFT? No, I do not. No, I do not. We're going to talk about these NFTs. There's a few NFTs. We're also going to talk about the stockbroker ecosystem. Some interesting thing happened. Not interesting, but a rug. I don't even want to know if we're going to call it a rug or whatever, but we'll see. We're going to get to that. If Kazi promotes it, then definitely going to zero. What did Banker do? They essentially launched a whole nother launch pad. People weren't excited about them launching another launch pad. That's the key thing, man. People don't just want you to be split. They want you to dev up things. Like, and with just last live stream, we was talking about Banker, man. So we're going to see. What do I think of Strike? Well, Strike. Trying to remember which one is Strike. Yo, there's so many tokens, yo. I'd be surprised that I even remember some of these tokens. Because once you wrote Strike, I was thinking about Strike Robot. But let me see which one is Strike. Let me see. Let me see which one to strike. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, let me save this one for the banker side, because we're gonna be talking about banker. We're gonna be talking about broker. I said banker. Sorry, stockbrokers just in a second here. We're gonna get right into that one. Let me save it for that one. So stay tuned for that. Buttcoin on Solana. So you're talking about this, the butthole joint. You're talking about this one. The one I just had pulled up on StockFund. The one that is paired with Anthropic. I think I didn't like the name. I saw it at below 400K. Right, it's actually coming back down. If we can see it below again too, it'll be very interesting here. You can see it pumped all the way up in here, but I think this is gonna be, it's paired to Anthropic, right? I think this could run back up when, or yeah, no, it's pretty much when Anthropic does their IPO, right? Because it's obviously early as of right now, so excuse me, it's obviously early right now, so yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see how this one is gonna play out. Other ones on here that's exciting, you got I think we just talked about GTA 6, right? Yeah, we talked about that. Tree. There's some other ones. I got a video coming out on StockFund. This is going to be a pretty interesting launch pad on Solana here that could make things pretty interesting. Am I in the Greeny Discord? No. I'm not in the Greeny Discord. If you give me a link, I'll join. I fuck with Greeny. I like they content. Yeah, they tripping. Thoughts on Dot on base as potential Venice competitor? I don't see it as a competitor. The thing is, with a lot of you guys, when you guys come in here and try to compare like a micro cap to a big cap and call it, I was just about to type in micro cap, goddamn, and try to call it like a competitor, you gotta understand there's no competition there. You can use it as an idea to get in or whatever, like to give your thesis based off of it, but there's no competition between Venice and Dot, right? They can claim they probably have cheaper inferences and things like that, but it's not going to be no competition. Now, could it pump? Yes, it definitely could pump, right? This pump will be coming from more people coming onto base again, but also this little like inference and compute narrative taking off again. It can definitely pump this. I can see this getting to like 10 million, to be honest. That's not a lot, and you're not gonna be too happy or anything like that, but this is nice. I like Dot. I like Surplus. I like Surplus, which is also coming down very, yeah, it's okay. It seemed like it found a close floor. I wish you could do it there, but you can't. Like you can see it right there. It had a little wick here. It has held up pretty much, but yeah, I like Surplus here too. So this is also another way to get into it. Is Tree good? Tree, that one is based off of Apple stock, so it can do well as well. His Discord is paid. Okay, that's fair enough. I understand that. It's a funny story how I knew of Greeny too. There was an NFT project that hit me up like during the bear market of like 2022 or something, 2023. He told me he was working with another content creator, and he sent me his page. That's how pretty much we was following each other. I've never talked to him though, but we talked about an NFT project together. That's how we follow each other, but I never talked to this guy like one-on-one personally or anything like that. But I do like the content. When I see it, I do tune in, because they're in Australia, right? I think. So yeah, shout out to them. There's a few content creators I really do like. You said it's butthole, not buttcoin. Oh, you talking about this? Oh, you're talking about this. This is dead, my boy. This is dead. This was a part of the whole. This was a part of the saga that got me. This is when I caught Genon. This, we was just talking about, throwing $10, $20 and turning it to thousands. I round trip Genon, but at the peak Genon, I threw like, I don't know, like $20, $30. Ran Genon up all the way to like whatever. I think it got up to like $100 and something million market cap. Talk about good times. Talk about good times, man. Talk about good times. Yeah, this was during that day. This was during that time. But yeah, there's nothing for it. I don't know. There's nothing for it. What if it's pumping hard right now? Yeah, those what if guys, they fight, man. They fight. I wouldn't call it pumping hard, but it's pumping. It's not pumping. Oh, this got to be something else. Sorry, that's another one. That's not the real one. That can't be the real one. This one. 40%. It's not bad. They doing good. I'm not gonna trade it though. They doing pretty good there. I hold a buck coin myself and was told it should be a good one for the bull market. Really? Give me a little bit more alpha. Give me a little bit more alpha on why that is. What other creators I do like? I like the block runners. Block runners. Those are some good guys. The block runners. Is it? Let me see. Let me see. Am I not doing? Am I? Is it the wrong name? Is it the wrong name? Is it not the block runners? Is it not block runners? Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like these guys. We've been following each other for quite some time here. These guys actually are pretty good, very in depth in terms of like if you want crypto content, if you really want to understand the ins and out of crypto content, get that. Follow these guys. Let me see who else I could think of. Who else I could think of that gives good content on like. You got Crypto Millie for Tau subnets. He's actually even doing. You guys like fucking Whiff, right? He talks. He's pretty good on the subnets. What the heck? Yo, son, I hate when I. Let me see. Yeah, you got Millie here. I rock with that. Tau. If you want to know anything about Tau, you got that. Who else could I think of? Yeah, I really can't think of too much. I can't really think of too much right now. Can't really think of too much. But yeah, those are some guys. Wrong one. It was the one with 10 million market cap right now. Buckcoin. Yep. Yeah. How many of these tokens are there? I'm looking for the one that you talk. All right, so it's Buckcoin. It's Buckcoin, right? I don't even know why I'm looking at these memes right now. I shouldn't even be looking at it. You talking about this one? I don't know. What you want me to say to this? I don't know. It's just a meme. I don't have no thoughts on it. Did you just want me to pull it up on stream? Probably. You found net from Block Runner. Okay, yeah, I'm telling you, those guys have good. They have good alpha. They definitely dive deep into some things there, right? Some good alpha there. Get into the Robinhood talks of things, right? Robinhood right now, you guys can see the total value right now. It's just been up to the right, pretty much, right? Up and to the right. And we recently saw this. The U.S. SEC is poised to allow stock token trading in a potential market shakeup. So this is something that could be added into the Clarity Act that will actually allow some innovative things to happen on chain. This will be beneficial for coins like Index, beneficial for coins like stockbrokers in the ecosystem, especially what they're doing, especially if they're doing anything that could be seen as that's not a commodity or whatever. This is going to be pretty much huge for them. I put this tweet out as well. Devs on Robinhood learned a lot from Base. Imagine if Virtuals partnered with Arrow at the start of Base season. Well, that happened on Robinhood. This is pretty much me talking about stockbrokers and Up at the time. That we're going to get into talking about Up in just a second here. Robinhood chain averaged a record $11.6 million in daily transactions last week. I think this is going to continue to go up, man. I think this is going to continue to go up. A lot of this does come from FOMO app too, so we're going to be seeing FOMO. I think the rise of FOMO is going to be very beneficial for chains like Robinhood and Base, right? Even Solana, of course, right? Vlad recently said he wants to tokenize anything and everything that has a high worth individual. Pretty much, he wants to tokenize damn near everything, right? This guy is coming for everything on chain, right? We seen this was like one of those tweets recently Robinhood saving NFTs. This is from Beeple. Beeple has been a little bit more active than he has been recently, right? He makes his little post here, and of course Vlad says somebody got to do it, right? So essentially, like I said, Robinhood is coming for everything. NFTs on Robinhood has been on a heater, because particularly how these NFTs are used in conjunction with the token. We've seen it with stockbrokers. Stockbrokers is the one that led all of this, right? Pretty much, if you got a stockbroker and you want to activate this NFT where you can actually gain from the fees, that fees is also going to be coming from up, right? Because of that partnership. You want to get a little airdrop from other NFTs that may come out, because I've seen some people get like a NFT airdrop to their wallet for holding stockbrokers. Get some tokens, do all of this. You have to burn the stockbroker token to activate these NFTs, and they have different tiers where you can activate it. I'm gonna actually show you guys that in just a second here, but you can see here, stockbroker, this was a free mint, guys. Free freaking mint. It's worth $21,000. We have not, I don't know if you guys been here in like the bear market of like 2021, right? The 2021 cycle bear market, right? The NFT craze was crazy. Some free mints was getting to ridiculous amounts. Some minted out, some pricier minted pretty high and got up pretty high. We haven't seen this type of excitement on NFTs since then, pretty much, right? Pretty much everyone probably thought NFTs was dead. I'm sure no one was trading on OpenSea. And then if you go onto OpenSea right now, as of right now, go look at the trending collections. Most of these are all Robinhood collections. Most of these are NFTs that are on Robinhood, right? So the resurgence of NFTs on Robinhood has helped out NFT traders, has helped out on-chain traders, has helped out OpenSea. Imagine if OpenSea just now decided that, hey, we're finally going to do this airdrop now, right? Everybody that's been trading these NFTs, they're probably going to get a nice little airdrop, guys. They're probably going to get a crazy airdrop. I have not traded on OpenSea. I'm not even going to show you guys my wallet. It is terrible on OpenSea. My NFTs are worthless. I recently went on Discord, cleaned out every NFT Discord I was a part of, left it, right? All of these are worthless. So yeah, I'm excited that all of these type of primitives in fucking crypto is coming back here in a different way. Also, this right now, did this mint just happen? Oh, we might have just, damn. I was saving this because I didn't think it was going to come out just yet. Did it come out? Or this was already out here? Okay, no, okay. This is already happening. This already happened, right? Hold on. Because these guys are going to be launching a token or an NFT collection on stockbrokers. Okay. All right. False alarm. We're going to talk about it in just a second, though. My data is being breached. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, that one. Some other ones that are looking pretty good here. You can see you turned a free mint to $21,000 is crazy. A free mint to $2,800. That's crazy. Pitboy to $600. This is crazy, right? This is like, some people are really making life-changing money off of these free mints, right? And even if they're not free, they're damn near free. Everybody got at least $2 on chain, right? At least $2, right? Highest we've seen so far is 38. Let's say $50, right? You at least got $50 on chain, so. So that leads into some of this conversation that we're going to be talking about my favorite altcoins right now on Robinhood. And we're also going to be talking about stockbrokers as well. I did want to make sure I have this pulled up. If I don't have it pulled up, we're going to see, okay, I see it. I got to get it back from the back end. What coins do you currently hold on Robinhood chain? What I hold, index as of right now, up. I did recently sell my Manter. I'm going to tell you why I sold the Manter. Obviously, I was wrong on selling Manter, but I probably will get back into Manter. But I actually believe that I have bigger upside with up. So those are the two right now, right? And we're going to see how that is going to play out. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more tokens that's going to be coming out. We're going to be covering some of these tokens here. Mind you, every token I cover, I don't hold all of them, right? I'd probably trade them. Or if I don't trade them or hold them and I think they're good, I'm probably just giving you guys the information so you guys can do your DD on it, because there's no way one person could trade or hold every token in this space. So yeah. How does your main calls on Discord look like? Let me see. Am I even able to pull it up on here? If I can pull it up, I will show it. The calls pretty much are like, if you're talking about the main calls, I'm not calling them. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I don't really pull it up on here, so I don't really pull it up on the window, so that's why it's going to take me a little bit. Okay, if it's doing all of this. Yeah. If it's doing all of this, I can't do all of that. Let me see. I should already be logged in. Oh, you guys seen my name. You guys seen my name. Okay. But anyways, yeah. Pretty much Discord, the main calls happen once in a while. Like, main calls, those are the ones that I really do like for a little bit longer term hold, right? Meaning I'm trading for right now. If I'm calling it right now, I'm going to hold it to the bull market unless something happens, right? Recently, like I said, I cut out of OVPP because I didn't really like it. I didn't think my thesis was just on point at that time, so I cut out of that. So anything I call in the main side of Discord, I keep in the portfolio until the bull market. If it's a gamble pick, these I'm flipping in and out of. If I get a 2x, I'm out. If I get a 3x, I'm out. It's just how I'm feeling with these little gamble calls here. Because the goal with all of this was pretty much, if you guys go look on here, I've said it multiple times. My goal trading these micro caps, I don't believe none of these micro caps will actually make my main portfolio unless something big happens, right? Not saying you can't catch micro cap and turn a micro cap, have a micro cap do 100x from like $1 million market cap, right? It's tough. It's very low chance of it happening, but some people may get lucky, right? But outside of that, I already understand that I'm going to be flipping most of these micro caps to get more dry powder, have more money in the war chest to DCA into my main portfolio, or to just have more liquidity on the side to keep trading in and out of, right? So you can see it here. We had Utopia at 140. This is like the early start of Robinhood. Some of these I even haven't posted. I haven't updated because this is July 20th. We had a few successful tokens that we've been able to trade within that time frame here. I just haven't actually posted them, so I probably won't post them because it's now probably done now. So yeah, pretty much. Hopefully that answers your question. Of course, if you want to get into the Patreon and you want to test it out, there is a code you can use right now, aside 2026, to get 40% off your first month. That turns, instead of it being $20, you actually are paying $12, right? You get to test it out, and you're not just testing out the community, you're also testing out the HQ. You can use the HQ to figure out anything you want to figure out, do some more information. So yeah, this is the best Patreon by far. But that's a little bit of my chill. NFTs are back from the dead, pretty much. Pretty much, but just specifically on Robinhood. What if, boys? What if? Hood boys. Are you from the hood? Do you know what that is? Do you consider stockbroker ecosystem coins gamble picks? Yes. Some of them, I wouldn't say exactly gamble picks, right? They're riskier than a main call, but not per se a gamble pick, right? Because some of these do have the opportunity to pump a little higher than normal, right? We're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that because I am going to be covering some of these. I'm pretty sure, or I should say I'm confident enough to say that if things play out the way it played out with virtuals, when things really start to ramp up and on-chain madness takes off, bull market takes off, we will see a few, let's just say a few $100 million runner on stockbroker if it stays around, if they continue to build, right? These are the big ifs, right? What if? Right? And then if we get like, we might get like a few of these altcoins that run to like 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, so on and so forth. Then you're going to have a few that reaches the pinnacle where it could get up to like a few 100 million, right? There's going to be a few of those. right? We're just going to have to see how those are going to play out. But for me per se right now, the way I think I'm well, not think, but the way I am going to take advantage of the growth of stockbrokers itself and the overall growth of Robinhood is going to be through up, right? Up is just simply a best way for me to really see to really gain exposure to the entire Robinhood ecosystem. That is because when you trade on a chain, right, and you want exposure to that chain and you believe that chain is going to do well, most of the things is going to route through a DEX, right? That's a lot of liquidity is going to route through a DEX right now. And it's going to be key to see what is going to happen with these DEX. So right now, when we're looking at the DEX volume on DeFi Llama, you can see it's up to the right here, right? This obviously started like last week, right? As more on-chain things start to happen, more people are going to be trading via, whatever they're going to be trading on, right? A lot of the transactions, a lot of the volume is going to be coming through up. It's not up, but Robinhood. And hopefully most of them come through here, right? Now, I want to see if we can get a good idea of how Arrow was looking side by side with up. I should have pulled all of this up here, but I wasn't thinking about it at that time. Let's look at USD. What's this? Yearly? No, does that get us a good one? Monthly, weekly? When was it fully? When did this fully? This is 2023. Okay. So 2023, we are looking at the volume at least around the DEX volume here was 15 million, right? Let's take this pinnacle here, 45 million right here. It did dip all the way down, got up to about 12 million, and then once things start to shake up on base, this is again what I'm telling you guys, right? This is the early days. Once things started to shake up on here, you can see it slowly and gradually went up, right? And that's why we're looking at up here. So right now, up. August 10th, we was looking at 10 million in terms of DEX volume. Right now, 15th, we're looking at about 16 million in DEX volume. And I believe this is going to continue to go up, guys. Just like the name. And then the fees, they're going to be earning a lot more fees. The revenue is going to go up. Earnings, I don't know why it's like this as of right now. Negative. They probably should have earned something. But yeah, I'm telling you, you should be looking into up. But another reason you guys probably aren't looking into up, because, the elephant in the room is this. Market cap, which is 491 million compared to the FDV of 126 million FDV, right? So you guys are like, damn, I think, what was his name? Not Chicago, Chirac or something. He said he would stay away from this because of the low market cap, the low float, essentially, right? Now, I did have all of this, like I already prepared all of this. We had talked about this in the Discord group when I first made the call. Because when you guys go into the economics here, emissions here. When you guys go into the emissions here, this is how it's going to be working. New up enters circulation every epoch, right? That's every 7 days, 52 per year. So there's, 52 weeks per year, right? So that means every 7 days, there's going to be a new amount of up that is going to be coming into circulating supply, right? And then there's going to be a distribution for that as well through like the way Arrow people are holding and staking their tokens. Like, when you stake your up tokens and get the V up, you also will be getting some emissions off of that as well. Tokenomics, you could go read into the tokenomics here, but I did make it pretty simple here. Let me see. Let's pull up. I had to talk to Grok about this just to make it very easy. You guys can see I talk to all the AIs. My AI agent, Asai, Grok. I even talked about stockbrokers. I need to know a little bit about that. But where was I? Clarity. I need to know the clarity for quant. But yeah, here we go. So I said break down UP's tokenomics for me and what the supply will be within a year and 2 years. So it pretty much broke it down for me. Let me within a year. That's, you're going to have 52. So by then you were looking at that amount of up that is going to be minted. That is going to be, I couldn't show it on the CoinGecko pretty well because CoinGecko hasn't like really updated everything. Not CoinGecko, sorry, the Coin Perspective. But I did ask, let me bring it all the way down here. I gave it even more information here. So bring it down here. So a fully diluted evaluation of $1 billion, right? You would be looking at about a 3x with the emissions that is going to be coming out, right, in year one. That's just this is the FDV, but if you're looking at the market cap here, year one, you're looking at least a 10x here, at least a 10x with the emissions that is going to be coming out, right? So it's give or take. It's give or take. It depends on how things is going to play out, but this is key to understanding a little bit of the tokenomics, because I did see some comments on X talking about the prices of this as well, and not taking into account the emissions of up. So I would understand if people want to stay away from up, but right now it's a cheap price for me. I do believe that this has potential to play out like Arrow. Let's look at Arrow in terms of the prices here too. Let's look at Arrow in terms of the prices here too. All right, let this load up here. Check out Printer, bro. I'll check it out in just a second. Give me 1 second here. All right, so you can see Arrow here, right? About 2 million market cap. That they also had the same exact thing. They had a wide FDV and then the dilution as well. You can see it's been up though. It had its nice little run here. This was a big. Everyone was excited during this time here because it had a nice little run up here, right? And then they had the next leg up there as well. I do believe this is all going to play out the same for up as well. And the partnership with stockbrokers makes it pretty heavy, pretty interesting as of right now. Stockbrokers is partnered with them, and they're sitting at a $43 million market cap here. We seen it FDV of 75. I think it got up to about like 54, 56 as the peak. Right now, I do want this to come down. I don't own any stockbrokers. I'm very bullish on stockbrokers, and I don't own any, right? I just do believe that this is going to definitely be one of those things that's going to push Robinhood a lot further, especially seeing how hard this dev is building and how much he is actually in terms of like bag working, right? That's the word you guys want to say, bag working. He's on Ansem podcast. You guys know these guys get like thousands of viewers on this podcast here. Calling stockbrokers NFT 2.0 just doesn't do it justice. Simple farmer literally building a new financial primitive, leveraging RWAs. They was talking about it here. This is like the biggest thing you could get into on crypto as of right now. But more people are all bullish on stockbrokers. They have added a lot of different things, anti-sniping features, right? 50% of the snipe fees get added to the LPs, and we seen recently a token recently tried to launch, right? It was not tried, but they was launching and people were trying to snipe it, and I think I don't remember exactly, but there was like 400 ETH that was like taken from, that was collected from the sniper fees, which is crazy amount. Custom liquidity plus base pair, team vesting in LP locks, creator funding, broker powered distribution, and a community built to support new projects. This is what I was talking about on why I was bullish on projects that if done well, they will come out to a distribution pretty much, right? What that means is pretty much everyone that is like, invested into stockbrokers, from the NFTs, the communities that they got a bunch of Twitter spaces on like X. You can always see them talking about it, right? These guys will always be talking about their projects here, so they will come out directly to a distribution, right? These projects will be able to garner a new community themselves, new investors and things like that, and not just have to fully do all the marketing themselves. So this is why I'm pretty interested in what stockbrokers is doing, and of course the NFT side of things created the community too. Now, stockbrokers also became the #2 protocol by revenue across all protocols on Robinhood chain over the past 24 hours. It has flipped pawns, Uniswap, Up will start to follow as well, because the partnership, what they are driving into in terms of revenue, in terms of the ecosystem growth, will also drive up as well. So we'll start to see this also move up. So this is interesting. And then you also see GMGN is like, ninth, it's #1 here, right? So seeing them move up is very good. And the big thing, they finally fully announced it, even though they announced it before. All right. They announced it before. They said that the launcher was going to go live. The launcher was supposed to go live like last week, and they kept delaying it or whatever. But now they said Monday, right? Monday, their launcher officially goes live. So when we go on to here, this launcher here, we already see there's going to be some special projects. We're going to cover some of these projects on here, like Ticker Yard, Oakmont, like, you know, someone asked for Strike, Manser here, Card Wall. I don't know too much about Derp, so I don't really talk about Derp too much. Live Partner, where you got up here, right? What else did I wanted to show? Is it in here? No. NFTs, is it here? Trying to remember where it was at. Okay, maybe I can't find it, but outside of the launcher and things like that, right, they got options. This is initially what made me so excited onto stockbrokers, is them bringing options on chain, right? No one's really talking about this as of right now, but this is going to be a big thing that they're going to bring out. They also do have like their broker box and things like that, so this is also going to be another thing that's pretty interesting. These guys are building a full infrastructure that I didn't. The early days of virtuals, they didn't have this. They did not have this at all. None of this as of right now. So all of this is very interesting, and seeing them continuously build is going to be very exciting. Printer, that's what I was going to look into before I continue on here. Let me go into deck screener. What is printer? It is something that we could print on. That was corny. I know. Printer. Oh, it's a meme coin? What is this? Do they got NFTs? This just launched today, huh? What's printer? BTC ordinal? BTC machine? Beep. What are they doing now? Intern here. I don't feel like listening to that. They burned the amount of tokens. All machines are equally valuable. Every machine. Where's the ticker? Oh, hold on. Okay. Sealed before launch and completely separate from rarity. A 1x is just like wearing a. Okay. Oh, so these are the NFTs. Oh. You see what's going on? They created something on Robinhood that we're only seeing on Robinhood right now. $56 for these NFTs. Floor price. Okay. Alrighty, hold on. Let me see some more. What's going on here? Y'all got no threads? I need more to understand what's going on. I kind of like it though. I kind of like it, but I need to get more. Where's their like homepage? Okay, machines that print stocks. Okay. So like, okay, they got 10,000 machines, about 2,000 holders. Okay, 4 things happening every week. Ink a machine, burn tokens into it, and it earns forever. Similar to stockbrokers. Okay, the ink is destroyed, nobody receives it, and it has never been paid again. Vote the ticker. Every wake machine votes with a wait. A 48-hour window, then anyone can close it. Nobody can pick the winner though. Okay. Treasury buys, it lands in your machine. So this is like a gacha type thing, like a different type of gambling on stocks. Huh. I'm intrigued. So far. Yeah. This one, I like this one. I'm gonna follow these guys for right now. Seems like they've been around for quite some time. Yeah, they've been around for quite some time. Okay, I'm gonna do some DD on that one later on. That was a good shill right there. That was a good shill. Only GOAT. I'm gonna keep you to that name, right? You got to keep bringing me goated type tokens. There will be on a lot of sell pressure on up. Yeah, there will be. We will see how that's gonna play out though. What about Crow Compute on Robinhood? Crow Compute. I like Compute. I do remember Crow Compute. Yeah. I had a little brain fart just now. I do remember Crow Compute. Is it like CC, right? Yeah, it's like CC. There we go. It's like CC. Oh yeah, you just fed me to the wolves, man. What's going on here? You just fed me to the wolves. I do remember these guys. This is a rug. What we doing here? Man? I just come on, man. because stockbroker reached the billions. I think so. I think so, man. Let me go into forensics here real quick. Let's go to compare, right? Let's go to compare. Let's go to compare. You guys can also use this tool, by the way. We're going to compare it to virtuals, right? But we're not going to compare it to current virtuals market cap. I just want to get the full data. $1 billion market cap right now. If it got it to virtuals at these prices, is 788% gains. Very good, very good, very good. It gets to $1 billion market cap. That's 2,000% gains. 2,298% gains. Now, I'm sure a lot of people couldn't fathom virtuals running to like damn near $5 billion in market cap. I think stockbrokers will surprise some people. I do believe Cash Cat is going to be the first $1 billion runner, but I think that stockbroker as an infrastructure play has some crazy legs to go high. 5 billion market cap or 3 billion is 7,000% gains from these prices here, right? Now, I'm not saying go buy it now expecting these type of gains. I'm just giving you guys like an outlook of the potential of what we can see, right? So yeah. Yeah. Multi-high billions. Let's see how things play out, though. I'm pretty excited about it. Check it out. Check this out on deck screener. Ronan is going to rug the community. Ronan is going to rug the community is trying to build. Oh, yeah, just coming in here shilling. I see. Okay, I see. Arrow Finance is a good bet. All right. I will start banning people now for no reason. They just rugged, man. They just rugged. Let's get up out of here, man. Let's start talking about some other things here. Let's get back on track. We was going to talk about some of these projects that launched on stockbrokers here, because everyone is seeing it. There's an enormous opportunity for anyone building on-chain AI agents, and I potentially believe there's going to be some good ones. Actually, there's one here that we was going to talk about. I don't know if it's going to be up here though on this one. So let's just get into the first one. Some of these altcoins are pretty identical in terms of like the chart. You're looking at Manta here, right? And then the other one you're looking at is Yardkeeper here. You can see kind of identical, nothing too crazy, right? But Manta, they really recently put out their beta. Some of the holders of stockbrokers NFTs was able to get into their dashboard, not dashboard, but the actual protocol here. You can see here, this one is looking very interesting here, right? So if you guys don't know, they're looking to be the Jupiter of Robinhood, right? Meaning they're not going to be like a DEX that's going to compete with Up in any way. They're going to be routing the best prices through Manta here. And they also don't have no liquidity yet. So this is something that you can look into, and it's pretty cheap. Now, if things look pretty good here, I think he said there's a lot more that they want to add onto this DEX here, from like DCAing into stocks and things like that. So with that being said, if this could even do a little bit of numbers here, it's right now it's at a 2 million market cap. 2 million market cap. That is the actual market cap. The FDV is $5.5 million market cap. So it's pretty cheap here. This is one that I think could go to like 10, 20 million market cap if things look pretty well for it right now. Yeah, if things look pretty good. Another one that they had was like Yard, which was like a prediction market Intel. Now, this one does not interest me as much. There's not going to be a lot of launches on stockbrokers that's always going to interest me. I do know if I can get them early that there's going to be some hype that I could allow me to trade it. Like Yard, when it came out, I didn't have time to trade it. Like some of these just be launching and they launch about here or whatever. No one is sniping these things, especially with the new anti-sniping tools that they put into it. It's not going to work out. So this one isn't truly on my radar, but it's a play that can pump if everybody is starting to trade in the stockbrokers ecosystem, just like on on virtuals. Not the best plays, the sucky plays also pumped with the best plays. That's what I wanted to say. All right, so you can have those that pump as well. Now, this is another one, like a TCG type one that came out not too long ago. Cardwall, this was like a TCG focused one. They have memberships with their NFTs and things like that. This one I also did not play, but I'm probably not gonna play because I'm not really too interested into TCGs and things like that. So we'll see this one as well. And as you can notice here, most of them are paired with up. Some of them not up. Sorry, they are shown that they're on the up decks. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, as they are launching on stockbrokers, they are coming over to up as well. This is one that I did want to talk about. I did want to bring this up because of the fact these guys pretty much rug pull, right? They paused the liquidity, they paused the trading, they took out the liquidity here, and they put out a tweet. Now, everyone was pissed about these guys because when they launched, no one had access to actually trading this, right? Sleuth. No one was able to trade it because it launched at too high of a market cap. And you can see here, launching at about 45, like, let's just 35, right? Whatever. It got up to about 45 million market cap, while all the new launches were around 5 million, 6 million. They didn't go too crazy, right? This one got a little too out of hand, right? Then they put out this tweet here pretty much pausing. They made a decision to pause all liquidity, which means trading is paused for now. And they said they're going to be coming back early next week. No. That's a way to lose the confidence of a community, the people that were probably interested in trading it. I read some of these comments here, 2 weeks to launch, that's pretty long. Someone has said they had put their money in here and then they felt like they just lost things. So yeah, things like this should not be happening on stockbrokers, but obviously it's a new platform, so we're going to be seeing some bad things happen, of course. Another one that will be launching on Monday, we talked about this in the previous live stream, is KVAR. This we could look at as the AI XBT of stockbrokers, pretty much, right? They're going to be going live as the launcher goes live. So this is something that we want to look into in the Discord group. We will be paying attention to this one, right? If I can catch it early, I will trade it. I won't hold it for long. I will trade it because we want to wait for the hype to die down. Excuse me. We want the hype to die down, and we're going to see where the floor is for this later on, right? So this one is going to be launching here. Another one that I do like, I think might be one of the ones I like, because you guys know me, I'm bullish on AI agent things and things like that, right? So normies will be launching on stockbrokers. They put out this tweet: we're building the infrastructure for agents, stockbrokers times normie agents meeting in the swarm, a decentralized agentic social media. Watch them interact, real engagement, debate, and collective knowledge, right? So I want to see what more is going to be coming from these guys, because I do like AI agents, and this could be an agentic play that we can get on the stockbrokers platform here. So this one, put this on your radar, guys. Put this one on your radar. Of all the ones I'm pretty excited for, I like KVAR and I like normies as the two that should be on your radar. So now that's a little bit for the... Okay, yeah, I wanted to talk about this one too, because this is also launched on stockbrokers here. Now, I think this was like something about DeFi vaults and things like that. I really haven't looked too much into Strike, because again, some of these are really launching and I'm not able to snipe them. And then if they just launch and then I can't snipe them or get in at a good price, I'm just going to watch and see what happens with them. And as you can see here, this came out one day, so it's all ranging around that 2 million market cap. That's like the floor. So with this also gives us time to do research and figure out which ones we do like for the bull market, because there's going to be some micros that's going to take off, right? So this is another one that I want to pull up there before we get into index. Let me see the comments here. Not going to, my bad. Yeah. Can I look at Arceus? Yes. It's not launched yet, but it can be the biggest coin on Robin. Oh, you talking about? I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, hold on. I fat fingered it. You're talking about this. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna have. I wonder when they're gonna drop their token. That's what I'm talking about. These guys, if you guys don't know, is behind DYDX, one of the earlier perp dexes that people were trading on. So yeah, I agree with you, Protect. And this one could be a nice one. I haven't traded it. I'm on the wait list. I talked about it in the video. You probably saw the video on this already. So yeah. Arrow Finance, we already checked that one. That one's a full rug. A full-blown rug here. Full-blown rug. We got 57 people in here. Make sure you guys are liking the stream, retweeting the stream, things like that. We're going to be talking about index now. Index, I believe, is another good play. This is more of a DeFi play here, sitting at about 6 million market cap. This is interesting because they do have a perp dex. It's like a light version of a perp dex here, right? And the thing is, with this perp dex here, right, you're also able to get points for Lighter. Now, if you guys don't know, Lighter has partnered with Robinhood. So essentially, like Coinbase partnered with Hype, Lighter has partnered with Robinhood, right? And then they're now collecting points as of right now. So if you want to collect some points, you can directly trade on rwa.xyz, which is going to be the index perp dex, right? So you can earn some Lighter points, and the index is making buybacks with that fees, right? Hopefully there's going to be some buybacks and burns, but essentially this is another reason people are also liking index, because it's just not a DeFi platform or DeFi index. They also do have their perp side of things, and it looks like they have something going on with either CashCat and their launchpad or Pawns. So we'll see what more has to come from index, right? I think NASDAQ. What's this one? What is that one? What is that right now? Nas. What is that? Oh, it was like the little AI meme coin. Okay, yeah. God damn, yeah. I didn't trade it, so probably is dead. Why don't you hold Arceus? Because it's not out, my boy. They don't have a token. I don't buy Trust Me Bro coins. Alts are Trust Me Bro. BTC only. Smash the like. Appreciate it. Smash the likes. I agree. Everything in crypto is pretty much speculative. Outside of Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. What else? Yeah, outside of those two, everything damn near is pretty much speculative. So you decide what you want to do with your money. You can do anything you want in the crypto space. Look, if it's pumping, was 6 million, now it's 15. Hell of a trade, man. Congrats on the trade, man. Congrats on the trade. Another one. Where am I? I do like Wood. Wood fits in more with my agentic thesis. This right now so far has been the only one AI altcoin on Robinhood that I do like. These guys, obviously, they have come down a lot from where they were. They actually was at like 30 million market cap, and at 4.5, I'm liking them a lot more than I like them up here, right? They have been building. They still not on mainnet yet. They still haven't pushed out the full product for people to actually use. Now, if you guys don't know what Sharewood is, we've seen a Sharewood type play multiple times, right? It's like Giza, it's like ZFi, things like that, right? But I believe it fits better on Robinhood than it did on pretty much Coinbase. Now, the team behind Sharewood is the same team behind Mammo, which pretty much built the same exact product, and you can see it's at 5 million. But you guys don't know, Mammo ran to like what was it, 74 million from the bull market? Yeah, in the bull market this ran to 74 million, right? And Mammo is also like, the people that built Mammo is a part of Moonwell, another DeFi primitive that was on base that also took off. These guys stayed alive for a very long time. They was on Moonbeam, which is on Polkadot, right? These guys been around for quite some time. Let me see, from quite some time here, right? And they had the explosion once they moved over to base and pumped. Then a team member from Moonwell did Mammo. Then Mammo team is now doing Wood, right? So yeah, we're gonna see how this one is gonna play out. I like it a lot more that is down here. And another thing is, they're also kind of using Lighter, right? So once Sharewood is live on mainnet, agents will be able to run perpetuals on Lighter, right? Meaning they'll be able to trade perp dexes via Lighter. This is pretty good with the custody model that keeps them keep them from ever stealing your funds. This is actually, these guys are really building here, and you can see my little, I'm like, okay, that's what I like to see. This is what I like to see, man. They haven't fully put out their product to go live yet, so this is why I actually do like them. A lot of people right now aren't too excited about them, and no one's really talking about them. They also have a partnership with Repo, which is very big. They're using the data sets that Repo have to help build out their collective agentic intelligence. So this is going to be interesting. We will see. Before they was on a bunch of podcasts here, so we will see how this is going to play out here. So yeah, that was like everything that we had to run down. We ran for about 2 hours there. 2 hours. How you guys feeling, man? I'm pretty bummed I wasn't able to live stream on X here. Not X, sorry, on TikTok. I do want to check one thing here. I want to see where GTA is. This is okay. GTA really hasn't done too crazy. I wanted to check it right there. Let's keep this here. Okay, we're not actually. Then I also want to see what's going on around the spaces. Any good launches that should be looked at before we go? Mars coin, nothing. Unicorn, nothing there. Okay, no rotation data right now. Okay, we got to fix that rotation data. But what are they getting into? I don't really see too much today. Yeah, but that was the stream for you guys. Come back again next week. We're going to be going over a bunch of things again next week. I'm getting more consistent with this weekly stream. There's a lot to always talk about. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. And I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.